So I've done a couple different, so I've done with territories and employee size, and I've also just done with employee size and naming accounts and having activity on them. I like the territory structure because it allows your reps to have free reign. Territory given an employee size as well. So it gives your reps free reign and allows them to work strategically with their AEs. So I keep my BDRs 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3. We've had some shifts in the last couple of months where I wasn't able to necessarily stick to that. But most, like, I ideally would have them 1 to 2. Ideally 1 to 1, but if there's more AEs than there are BDRs, it's just the nature of the beast. So right now, like, ideally as 1 to 1 paired as possible so that they can work with partners, they can talk their accounts, they can target them together, maybe, sending talk about emails not going through. Something I've noticed is actually this could actually be helpful. If we're reaching out to someone and we can see that their emails aren't being opened by maybe one of my BDRs, I send an email over top. Sometimes they open it. Like sometimes my email goes through and theirs doesn't because they've been going after the account for so long. So I also encourage like having an AE come over top or have another email come over top if their emails aren't being opened. You can see that through Outreach or Salesloft or something like that. So I do encourage a lot of AE collaboration in that aspect, and I do think it's really important that they have that kind of alignment so they can tackle these accounts together. I see value in both ways, but I like that there's always going to be some math wrong in territory structure. I think the bigger company you are, the less sense it makes to have territories. But when you're building a brand, it's easier to have that, dedicated pairing for each territory to do it justice. And typically the ones that are working the territories are located there or have a relationship there or know the partners there, so they're able to work all the verticals with their BDR. And then in terms of employee size, definitely split it. Like the way my organization is now, it's like 200 to 2,000 and then 2,000 up. And I have one rep up in the what we call major space and then one in the regular or 8 in the regular enterprise space. So I don't think there's necessarily math to it. I think it's the organization of your structure or the structure of your organization, where you're at in the history of your revenue and what you're trying to accomplish.